Good morning, I'm Alan, Mayor of Mesquite. There's going to be a lot of street work being done in the next few weeks. Please bear with us. We're very proud of our streets and we want to keep them that way, but it is a bit of a mess for a while, and watch it when you're driving, please. This looks like a really busy month in Mesquite. In fact, people are commenting that our snowbirds must be coming back because traffic's increasing. I think people just want to get out because the heat's kept them in for the last few months. This week marks the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. Wednesday morning, we will be having a service at City Hall at 9 a.m. promptly to honor those who perished that day. Come on and show your respect for the first responders who were lost on that day. Bring a chair if you wish. On the 17th, we'll have a short program at Veterans Park put on by the local chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. It's called Bells Across America, and it celebrates the birth of our Constitution. Bring a small bell if you can, or if you can get a big one, bring that along, or a little one, and or no bell, and just make a donation and you'll get one. Again, bring a chair, please. The following event at 5 p.m. will be on Wednesday. A speaker at City Hall speaking on the Constitution. It's open to the public, and of course, there's no charge. It's time to sign up for our senior games now. If you'll call 702-345-3347 or go to mesquiteseniorgames.org. They're offering bocce ball, men's softball, golf, and pickleball. And for the more daring ones, not part of the senior games, but mud volleyball will be taking place at the Eureka and the Backside on September 21st, Saturday, September 21st. If you have little children, by the way, there's a free book giveaway for infants through 5th grade at our STEAM Center in the Mesquite Plaza. That's on September 14th, and it'll be from 10 a.m. to 1, and that's next week. I'll mention another activity, a bunch of other activities coming up that you won't want to miss. There's so many this week, I can't do them all. A few weeks ago, a question was asked, by the way, on social media as to what you wanted in Mesquite for businesses. There are some very interesting requests. Of course, first on the list was Trader Joe's. Not going to happen in Mesquite until we're about 6 to 7 times the current population. That should be in about 100 years at our rate of growth, maybe a little longer. Costco was mentioned. Same, we are way too small. But it does look like they're building one up in Bloomington area of St. George, which would be much closer for us than driving all the way to the other end. They have 197,000 people in Washington County, and they can support another Costco. A number of restaurants were also mentioned, such as Chili's, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Applebee's, and an In-N-Out Burger. These restaurants operate on very high volume, and unless you want Mesquite to quadruple in size, it's not going to happen, at least not in our lifetime. We have enough trouble supporting our local restaurants right now, especially in our summer months. And besides, several of those I mentioned are either downsizing or in the process of filing Chapter 11 to reorganize because of lack of business. And these are in much bigger communities. Someone also mentioned a standalone butcher shop and a music store that sells instruments. I've not seen a music store in decades. And as far as a butcher shop, that would be fantastic, but they're rarer than music stores. It's a lost art to even find a butcher. We had a good one at Smith's when I came here 20 years ago, but nowadays everything comes either prepackaged or it's cut up somewhere else and just sent to us. I do believe there is a butcher shop in St. George, and I think it's doing very well, and several in Las Vegas. There has been a talk, by the way, in Mesquite about a Lowe's and a Smith's coming, but as mentioned prior, nothing has been submitted to the city as of today. If and when, I'll happily announce it. Over the past few years, we've had a lot of so-called promises about more retail coming. But until those who brought property here actually start, I'll believe it when I see it. We do have Riley's Auto Store underway, and however, they're building on Mesquite Boulevard, and Pink Donuts is over by the new McDonald's in the near future. Well, we'll see you next week with more activities and more events to tell you about. Thanks a lot. See you next week.